If I were the devil and wanted to keep Africans in the diaspora stuck in the West, never returning home to invest, live or even visit, I would not need to use chains or physical barriers. I would use fear, lies, and psychological manipulation. Here is how I would do it, and how Africans can fight back and break free, claim their future. Number one, create a negative image of Africa. I would control the media and flood it with images of poverty, disease, war, and corruption. Show starving children and tribal conflicts. This will create a negative image against Africa, and Africans in the diaspora will not like to come back. And I will also never show Africa's skyscrapers, thriving cities, and billion-dollar industries, so that they can think that there's nothing good in Africa, so that they think that there's no shopping mall in Africa. Repeat one message: Africa is dangerous and backward. This would make people believe there's nothing worth going back for. And number two, glorify the West as the only safe place. I would romanticize life abroad. Show Europe and America as clean, rich, and full of opportunity. Make Africans in the diaspora feel ashamed of their roots, while always longing for Western validation. I would not even show the ghettos and the dangerous cities in America. I would not show the zombies who are dying with the drugs in the West, in America, so that they think that there's nothing like that in America. This way, they would never question their dependence on the system. And number three, I would make them fear corruption and violence. I would exaggerate every story about crime, political instability, and scams in Africa. If you go back, you get robbed. This is what I'll tell them. If you go back, you'll be scammed because Nigerians are scammers. If you go back, you'll be killed in South Africa. If you go back, you'll be killed by rebels in Congo. I'll say all those things. If you invest, politicians will steal your money. These stories will paralyze them with fear, even though corruption exists everywhere, including that of America, including the president of America. In the West, in Europe, there is corruption. Right now, Nicolas Sarkozy, where is he? He was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Understand? So corruption is everywhere. Number four, turn them against each other. I would spread gossip and division among Africans abroad. Nigerians versus Ghana, Nigerians versus South Africans, South Africans versus Zimbabweans, Kenyans versus South Africans, Somalians versus Kenyans, Ugandans versus Rwandans, Congolese versus Rwandans, Caribbean Africans versus continental Africans. If they fight each other, they won't unite to build Africa. Number five, bury African success story. I would hide the news of Africans who are thriving on the continent. The tech entrepreneurs, farmers, real estate developers, and the billion-dollar companies. If they never see success, they will believe failure is inevitable in Africa. This keeps their mindset locked in despair. Number six, if I were their devil, this is what I'm going to do to make Africa despise Africa. Number six, make them dependent on Western systems. I would create visa rules, debt traps, and student loans to keep them financially tied to the West forever. If they owe money, they can't leave. If they need a visa, they must beg for approval and be loyal to the system. This way, they will always feel trapped. Number seven, spread myths about citizenship in below. I would convince them that if they return to Africa, they will be treated as outsiders. You don't belong there anymore. People will resent your accent or your lifestyle. This is the message that I will be telling you. Repeated. This emotional manipulation will keep them hesitant and disconnected. How Africans can break free and claim opportunities in Africa. Now, yes, the truth. Africa is not perfect, but it is rising. With the world shifting towards Africa for resources, labor, and markets, this is the time to return, invest, and build. Now, let us go to the next chapter and see how Africans in the diaspora can see the truth and feel the truth and grab opportunities in Africa. Looking for ultimate African adventure? Welcome to 𝑰𝙤𝒏𝙞𝒍𝙖 4x4 Adventures, your gateway to world heart of Zimbabwe. Based in Harare, we offer more than just stuff. We create unforgettable experiences. From luxury guest lodges and authentic African culture exhibitions to bush camps, bushwalks, and expert tour guidance, We ensure every moment is filled with wonder. Need a rugged ride? Our 4x4 car rentals will take you off the beaten path safely and in style. Plus, with top-notch security and world-class cuisine, you will be treated like royalty. Visit Zimbabwe and receive presidential treatment at 𝒕𝒤𝒏𝙣𝒂𝙗𝒕 4x4 adventures. Your journey of a lifetime starts here. Book now and experience Africa like never before. Contact is on the screen. The website of 𝒕𝒤𝒏𝙣𝒂𝙗𝒕 is in the description. Thank you. Here is how Africans in the diaspora can break free from these mental traps. Number 1, seek the truth, not just the headlines. Yes, because in the West, they rely on headlines. But the truth is here in Africa when you visit us. Visit Africa and see for yourself instead of relying on Western media. 2, follow African-based news sources, YouTube channels, and entrepreneurs. Number 2, network with builders, not complainers. Connect with the other diaspora Africans who are already investing or living in Africa. For your own information, many diasporans investing and building in Africa. Join communities online and offline that focus on solutions. Yes, that focus on solutions, not just complaining and complaining and complaining. No. Number 3, start small, then scale. You don't need to move back overnight. Start with a small investment like real estate, agriculture, or e-commerce. Visit once or twice a year to build relationships and understanding. 4, learn local systems and laws. Every country has rules, bureaucracy, and challenges, just like the West. Educate yourself to navigate the system rather than fear. Number 5, partner with locals you can trust. Collaboration is key. If you think you know everything here in Africa, when you bring your knowledge here, you can fail. But if you collaborate, you are going to win. I guarantee you. Work with trusted locals who understand the culture and landscape better. Number 6, diversify your income streams. Don't depend on a single job abroad. Build side hustles, online businesses, or partnerships that bring money from multiple sources. Tip number 7, how to break free. Develop a warrior mindset. Expect challenges. Understand that the same barriers that frustrate you are opportunities for growth and innovation. Tip number 8, reconnect spiritually and culturally. Africa is not just about economics. It is about identity and purpose. Learn your history, visit historical sites, and reconnect with your roots. This creates the passion needed to stay committed to building up. My final word is fear is the real enemy. Fear is the real enemy. If you are in the diaspora, remember this. Fear is the biggest chain the devil uses. The West thrives on keeping you stuck mentally and financially. When you step past the lies and see Africa with your own eyes, you will realize these are golden opportunities. You will realize there are golden opportunities waiting for you in business, community, and personal development. 𝒕𝒤𝒒𝒔 will be sharing powerful stories. I am 𝒕𝒤𝒒𝒔, and I share powerful stories like this on Africarized. So subscribe now, follow us on Facebook, and visit our Africarized store for African-inspired products that remind you of your heritage. It is time to return, rebuild, and reclaim Africa's future. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.